Okay, my dear students, welcome to the second part of your second chapter of English literature, Visit to the Mansion for Standard 4. I am your very own Rahul sir. First, we will have a quick recap of what we studied the last class. Then, as I promised you, I'll tell you what was there in the covered dish. So, in this story, when we started learning, we came to know about two different characters. The first character was Jo March, who was a girl and who used to live in an old brown house. And the second character was Laurie, who belonged to the Lawrence family and stayed in a stately mansion with his grandfather, Mr. Lawrence. One day, Joe basically decides to visit the mansion, and when she finds Mr. Lawrence going somewhere, she starts walking towards the mansion, and when she moves towards it, she finds Laurie looking somewhere else. She tosses up a snowball to drag Laurie's attention, and when Laurie looks at Joe, Joe inquires about Laurie's health, and in return of that question, Laurie answers that he is suffering from sore throat and he could not shout, he could not talk louder, so he requests to come to his place, to come upstairs, and they will have a chat. After a few minutes, Joe March enters the mansion carrying a covered dish in one hand and three kittens in the other, my dear students. Now, let's find out what was there in the covered dish. Here I am, she said briskly. Now, Joe March says that she is here, and she says this very happily. She was happy to enter the mansion. Mother sent her love. Means Joe March's mother has sent lots of love for Laurie. Meg sent some of her delicious blancmange. Now, who is Meg? Meg is one of the sister of Joe March, and she has sent a delicious dish, and the name of the dish was blancmange, and that was only in that covered dish. And Beth thought her cats would be comforting. I knew you would laugh at them, but I couldn't refuse. Means Beth is one of her sisters again of Joe March, and she has sent the kittens to comfort Laurie. But Joe March didn't want to take those kittens because, according to Joe March, she thought that Laurie would laugh seeing at the kittens. The kittens turned out to be just the thing. As Laurie started laughing over them, means what? As Laurie saw those kittens, he started laughing out louder. He bursted out laughing and soon grew cheerful. Means as Laurie was very much shy, very much sad, he became very cheerful to see those kittens. That looks too pretty to eat, he said, smiling as Joe showed him the blancmange. Means as Laurie saw the delicious dish, Laurie says Joe that this dish would be very tasty to eat. It is soft and will slip down without hurting your sore throat, said Joe. Joe says that the dish made by Meg is very much soft, and it will slip down to his throat without hurting his throat. It is soft and will slip down without hurting your sore throat, said Joe. How kind you are, said Laurie. Now please take the big chair and let me do something to entertain you. Now here Laurie says that you please sit down, and Laurie will do something or the other to entertain, to make her entertain. Means to make Joe entertain. No, you should rest. Shall I read to you? Asked Joe. Now, Joe denies and says Laurie to take rest. And Joe says that will she read some books to make her comfortable? I have read all of them, and if you don't mind, I will like to talk, asked Laurie. Laurie says that he has already read all the books, no need to read those books again for him. And Laurie says that he only wants people to talk. People to talk. Not a bit, Beth says. I keep talking all day and never know when to stop. Now Joe Mart says that no. I will not talk because whenever I start talking, I myself don't know when to stop. Is Beth the rosy one who sometimes goes out with a little basket? Asked Laurie with interest. Now here, Laurie simply asks a question to Joe March that is the rosy one your sister whose name is Beth, who sometimes goes with the little basket carrying some kittens in it? Now with that question, what Laurie answers, we will find out in the third part of this chapter. Till then, bye. Have a good day. Thank you.